Ladies and gentlemen, President Trump just got stabbed in the back by 5 rhinos in the Senate, Republicans in name only, that tried to tell him that he doesn't have the executive authority to leverage trade tariffs. Now, as many of you know, for months now, President Trump has been using trade tariffs to not only equalize the global economic playing field, but to also help negotiate various peace deals all over the world. And as I'm sure you've all noticed, the Democrats have been doing every single thing that they can to undermine President Trump's America First agenda. A large part of that involves leveraging trade tariffs, but now President Trump has also had 5 Senate rhinos trying to undermine him as well. You see, Republican Senators Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, Mitch McConnell, Tom Tillis, and Rand Paul all just voted to shut down President Trump's flat 50% tariff on Brazil, which is currently one of the world's #1 belligerent and anti-American nations. Now, luckily, all of this is pretty much of zero consequence because this rhino-backed Senate resolution would also have to pass through the House of Representatives to actually accomplish anything, and it won't, but still, this really is a huge betrayal. And just to say real quick, the President of the United States, that's Donald J. Trump, is well within his constitutional and legislative right to leverage trade tariffs. Presidents, in fact, have been doing exactly that for decades now. But now, actually, this executive function to leverage trade tariffs is actually just about to hit the floor of the U.S. Supreme Court. So take a listen to what President Trump just had to say about that.
I think it's one of the most important decisions we'll ever have for the Supreme Court. With tariffs, we're a strong, sound country. We're a nationally secure and internationally secure country. We're a very rich country. Without tariffs, it's a slog for this country, a big slog. I think it's one of the most important decisions in the history of the Supreme Court. And I might go there. I really believe I have an obligation to go there.
And so I'll tell you what, folks, he's absolutely right. If the President of the United States of America can't leverage trade tariffs as he sees fit, this country is pretty much screwed. Now, luckily, it seems as if the Supreme Court is set to side with President Trump on this one, ultimately smacking down all 5 of these rhinos in the process. And thank God for that, because as President Trump himself just said, if he can't leverage trade tariffs anymore, the USA is going to get absolutely taken advantage of on the global level. Luckily, though, as things currently stand, President Trump has the green light to keep on doing what he does best, putting America first.